If you're running a small business in Australia, you've probably heard of BAS, GST, PAYG Installment, and wages tax. And if you are anything like most business owners, it probably all feels like a bit of a blur. Don't stress. In the next few minutes, I'll explain exactly what of these mean, how they apply to your business, and what you need to do to stay on top of your tax obligations without getting buried in paperwork. Let's start with a big one. Your BAS. That stands for Business Activity Statement. If your business is registered for GST, you will need to lodge a BAS either monthly or quarterly. It's how you report and pay things like GST, PAYG installments, and wages tax if you employ staff. Think of it as a regular tax report that sums up how your business is tracking with the ATO. Now, GST, or the Goods and Services Tax, is a 10% tax that applies to most goods and services in Australia. If your business earns over $75,000 a year, you must register for GST. That means you charge an extra 10% on your invoices, collect that money from your customers, and pass it on to the ATO when you lodge your BAS. But here's the upside. You can also claim GST credits on business purchases as long as you've got a valid tax invoice. So you're only paying GST on the difference between what you collect and what you spend on the business. Next is PAYG installment. This has nothing to do with your payroll. This is all about your business income tax. If your business is making a profit, the ATO may ask you to start paying your income tax in installment throughout the year. These are called PAYG installments, and they are usually paid quarterly. Instead of getting one big tax bill at the end of the year, you chip away at it during the year based on what the ATO thinks you will earn or what you actually earned last year. Now, if you hired staff or you are paying yourself through a company, you will also need to deal with wages tax, which is officially called PAYG Withholding. That means you are responsible for withholding the right amount of tax from wages, reporting it to the ATO, and sending that money through when you lodge your BAS. You will also need to report wages through single touch payroll, issue payslips, and make sure you're paying super on time. If that sounds like a lot, don't worry, payroll software can automate most of it, and a bookkeeper on account can help you set it up properly. To stay compliant, it's really all about systems. Use accounting software like Xero or MyUp to track everything from GST, payroll, and PAYG installments. Make sure you know your BAS due dates, and don't leave things to the last minute. Lodging late or making mistakes can lead to penalties, and no one wants that. If you're unsure what to do, talk to a BAS agent or an accountant. Having the right advice early on will save you a ton of headaches later. Tax obligations like BAS, GST, and PAYG aren't just for big companies. As a small business owner, these are things you need to understand, but they don't have to be overwhelming. Once you've got off the right system in place, it becomes part of how you run a smooth, compliant, and profitable business. If you have any questions, please book in a free consultation through the link below.